Ooh, what is going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. What's up, New Money? Hope everyone is doing well. Happy Lunar New Year to you guys. Pow pow. I think it's the year of the fire horse, something like that going on. Big shout out to everyone that's tuning in. We're gonna keep trying out these live streams. I think it worked out the last 2 weeks that we did this. We had a couple of really amazing project founders on here. We got two more really top tier companies here as well for you today. We have two business to business B2B companies here for you guys. So if you guys are a founder or just looking to build yourself in general, we're all really businesses at the end of the day. One of these is affiliate marketing based. One of these is a little bit more staking and based around if you're already a company and already looking to expand into the NFT space. And then we have Unify on here a little bit later, who's a little bit more affiliate marketing based. If you guys appreciate this content, make sure if you're on YouTube, you're liking, subscribing, dropping some comments, all that good stuff, letting the algorithm know that you guys appreciate this type of content. And then if you're over on X, same thing. If you guys wouldn't mind max engaging, dropping a like, dropping some comments, bookmarking, all the good stuff. The more you can do, it really does help us out a lot. Right now, we don't have a lot of different ways that we're asking you guys to monetize the account or help pay for us financially. So just right now, the more engagement you could help support us with, the better for us today. But welcome everybody. Got the Tuesday Founders Table. Hope you guys are doing well. It's a new setup from the past. What we've been doing before is having about like 50 different companies coming on to pitch. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to pick 1 to 2 really high quality companies per week to come on here. We're going to do like a full overview of them and then do a little bit of demos. They're actually going to be able to share their screens, show off what they're working on. And then you guys, if you're interested in what they're building, can always reach out to them and find out a little bit more about them. Of course, guys, as always, this is only for informational entertainment purposes only. Nothing discussed here should be considered financial advice. Investing in literally anything involves risks, and it's important to do your own research and consult a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. We are not responsible for any financial losses or results based on this discussion. Without further ado, with all that boring stuff out of the way, we're going to turn things over to StakeIt.live, and we have Task up here representing the team. StakeIt is a staking, obviously, platform and SocialFi business-to-business software as a service. They're focused on builders in the Bitcoin and Ordinals and the Rune space, and now they're getting into the Solana ecosystem. They offer non-custodial staking, quests, raids. They have item shops, leaderboards, data visualization, rewards tools, and a whole slew of other things that I'm going to let Task go ahead and take it away with and talk about himself. But Task, thank you so much for joining us today. How you doing, man? What you got for us?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me, Joe. I appreciate the time, the energy, the platform that you have with all the listeners that you've curated over a long period of time of you being long-standing in the space and grinding it out like many do, especially on the marketing side. Apologies if you can hear my dog right now because he just decided to start barking right when I started talking. What's wonderful about that? But as you said, we are what we would consider a all-in-one type of platform where different builders from wallet providers to DeFi to infrastructure all the way to NFTs and different meme coins can more than likely find a way to potentially utilize the tech stack that we have. That's the big thing. We can be utilized in pieces. Like you said, we have a lot of different pieces of tech in association, and as I'm streaming here, I can go through some of them just on our Gitbook here. We have quests, raids, non-custodial staking. We have the storefront or the item shop. We have the leaderboard. We have leaderboards. We have raffles. There's going to be more as well. But the reality is that you can mix and match what you want. So a project that like is an NFT project can come to us. They can decide if they want to just do staking and raffles as an example. So then they just go to the admin panel on their back end after they've signed up with us, and then they just turn on staking and raffles. That's it. If you want to mix and match later on, let's say you just want staking and you're like, maybe I want the storefront as well, and that's a month or two into starting to use us. Then you'd be able to go into the back end and you'd be able to turn the storefront on if you want that feature specifically. So the ability to mix and match with enough variety that takes away some of the overhead of building these things yourself from whatever development team is out there is probably our largest pitch. And the side note is that this is completely free for businesses to sign up and use. So that's the big kicker, is there's no retainer fee. There's no overhead cost. We take fees from users, which is extremely simple. I can show you here on the deck here. I'll just go straight to the revenue gen page. but it's extremely simple. So things like raffles, claiming a raffle, bidding on a raffle, bidding on an item on the storefront, purchasing something, staking or unstaking, all costs exactly $1 for the user to interact with, right? And then the social fi is less because generally we've taken feedback from different people in the ecosystem, from advisors to projects that are already effectively pre-signed up for this tech that we have. The social fi will only be giving away between 40 cents and $4 to a user. So we didn't want that to be $1 because imagine paying $1 for 40 cents. It doesn't make any sense, like actually. So we put it at a cap of 25 cents just to make it a little bit more tangible and make sense for the users. But the social fi is definitely interesting, especially with InfoFi kind of getting put in the bin, so to speak, unfortunately. Or maybe, fortunately for some, because there was a lot of posts coming out all over the place for a lot of different things. Ours is completely manual. So what I mean by that is, from a SocialFi standpoint, is something like quests. Those are mainstays. You're going to want people to come to your page and follow the founders. You're going to want them to interact with specific tweets, like the pin post, or maybe you had a really good post that you just want to continue to curate some type of social engagement on, so it's in the algorithm consistently. That's what quests are for. Those are always there. People can come to your profile that you have set up for your project, whatever it is, and people can complete those. Now, raids are a little bit different. I would consider those sprints. So if you have a product launch, you have something that you want to coincide with campaigns that you've made with your GTM plans, you can basically go to raids and say these are for a lesser period of time. So it might be 3 days, it might be 5 days, and people can go complete those for maybe a little bit extra of rewards, or you can kind of call it like a flash completion kind of situation where they go complete those, and it's a
Really
little bit
quickly,
quicker.
Stack it to jump in here. Sorry to
Yeah, of
cut
course.
you off. It looks like we're actually having some streaming issues on my end. It's going to my X, and I want to make sure as many people possible actually see this. So if it's cool with you, can we just like restart the stream real quick, and we might want to do that beginning part over.